Merge Zamasu and Omega Shenron, arguably two of the most powerful and destructive forces within the Dragon Ball franchise, having distinct advantages over previous fighters before them. Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball GT have proven to introduce its fair share of evil characters, but what would be the end result if both Merge Zamasu and Omega Shenron happen to cross paths and collide against one another? In this episode of the What If Mega Battle series, we'll be diving into the idea of Merge Zamasu battling one-on-one against Omega Shenron, and before we begin, keep in mind that this is going to be an opinion open discussion, so if you have anything to add on to the conversation or debate, feel free to drop your comments down below. So for starters, let's begin with Merge Zamasu. Merge Zamasu made his official Dragon Ball Super debut in Dragon Ball Super episode 64, as both Zamasu and Goku Black took it upon themselves to use the Potara earrings to fuse their bodies and powers together. Their opponents at the time were literally everyone, to be specific, Goku, Vegeta, and Future Trunks, as Merge Zamasu engaged all three in an all-out battle to the death as he was looking to destroy all forms of life regardless of their presence. Zamasu's duration in Dragon Ball Super lasted that of 3 episodes, ranging from Dragon Ball Super's episodes 64 through 67, as the Omni King was called forth before Goku and wiped out the entire universe from existence, including ending Merge Zamasu's life. Zamasu was supposed to be a Kaioshin in Universe 10, having to be trained to become a guardian and revered figure until his lust of chaos and destruction had gotten to him, which caused him to go rogue and seek a path of evil instead. Omega Shenron, however, was stated to be the most powerful villain in all of Dragon Ball GT, as Omega stood as the most powerful Shadow Dragon, having to make his debut in Dragon Ball GT episode 57 as Sin, before absorbing the Dragon Balls and becoming the ultimate dragon known as Omega Shenron. His opponents at the time were both Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, as Omega made quick and easy work of both powerful warriors with complete and utter ease. Omega Shenron proved not only to be durable enough to handle one Super Saiyan 4, but 2 at the exact same time. Omega's duration in Dragon Ball GT lasted 6 episodes, episodes 57 to episode 63, as Omega Shenron was killed by Son Goku by gathering the energy and the power of the entire universe, formulating a universal spirit bomb in order to completely destroy the Shadow Dragon. Having to base Merge Zamasu's power in comparison to Omega's is a little hard to truly say, given the fact that both never truly displayed 100% of their full untapped power. Both Zamasu and Omega were seen as being able to completely regenerate when confronted by a very powerful attack, i.e. being the Big Bang Kamehameha and the final Kamehameha. Omega Shenron survived Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha and regenerated, whereas Merge Zamasu also managed to survive Super Saiyan Blue Vegeto's final Kamehameha and regenerate. When it comes to the healing factor, it's undoubtable that Merge Zamasu would have the advantage over Omega, given that one half of him simply cannot die. Even if Omega manages to surpass Merge Zamasu in raw power, Omega would somehow still have to conjure up universal power enough to completely wipe away Zamasu, similar to the Omni King and what he did. Otherwise, Zamasu would keep on coming back, given the fact that one half of him is immortal, which ultimately means that Zamasu would keep on coming back, given the fact that part of him is immortal. But when it comes down to raw tenacity, Omega Shenron proved to effortlessly beat down 2 full-powered Super Saiyan 4s without breaking a sweat. Even stated by Vegeta, and I quote, "The very day I reach the pinnacle of Saiyan strength, I meet my fate by the hands of this preposterously strong dragon," proving that Omega was simply too much for both Goku and Vegeta to handle without fusion, in which of course we've seen Goku and Vegeta attempt fusion multiple times in order to stop Omega. Merge Zamasu, on the other hand, also proved to push both Super Saiyan Blues, but in the middle of his struggle, something happened to Zamasu. He was hurt, damaged by Super Saiyan Blue Goku as he pushed back Zamasu's Supernova with his Kamehameha, breaking and damaging his body, which caused Zamasu to unsuccessfully use his regeneration ability. Omega, on the other hand, despite taking a fusion's 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha directly by Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, managed to return despite his inability of being immortal, unlike Zamasu. And that's where I believe the key differences are between the two. One is able to live on forever and the other cannot, and that's where I believe the deciding factor comes into play. Even having to look at how powerful and swift Omega Shenron was against 2 Super Saiyan 4s, despite his unique abilities of being able to replicate his previous Shadow Dragon's attacks, Omega's attacks would prove to be meaningless in a fight against someone who continuously can regenerate and survive each and every single attack. Zamasu's unique killing abilities, such as being able to wield a deadly energy blade, would prove to be unpredictable against a fighter such as Omega, but Omega possesses unique traits about himself that would most certainly have Zamasu questioning his tactics. Although Omega Shenron isn't immortal, he possesses the essence of all the Shadow Dragons, which makes him that much more dangerous when compared to the other Dragon Ball villains. In fact, when Sin Shenron first fights against Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who was blinded at the time by Ice Shenron, he defeats him easily until Super Saiyan 4 Goku was given extra power and pushed past his limits by his friends, giving Sin Shenron a definite fight for his money, until Sin Shenron later reverses the situation again by absorbing the other Dragon Balls and transforming into Omega Shenron, who was seen later obliterating both Goku and Vegeta with ease, forcing them to fuse. After transforming, Omega Shenron becomes 10 times stronger than Sin, with all of the abilities of the other Shadow Dragons at his disposal. But as strong as Omega may appear, this is what I believe seals the fight entirely. The pinnacle of Merge Zamasu's power is possessing the combined feats of both Goku Black and Future Zamasu amplified many times over. Merge Zamasu is shown to be able to fend off against the combined efforts of Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and Super Trunks, in which even later reveals Gowasu noting that Black and Zamasu's fusion has expanded their combined power to no visible end, which ultimately means that not even Gowasu, a god mind you, can register Merge Zamasu's new powers. With the combined powers of Merge Zamasu, we have Future Zamasu's immortality and Goku Black's limitless potential growth, which ultimately makes him, in my opinion, that much more superior to Omega Shenron. Despite the amazing feats Omega possesses, and if and only if Omega would be deemed stronger, he would still have to conjure up strength to take someone down who simply cannot die. So for example, if Omega Shenron did possess the ability and the raw strength of being stronger, he would still have to possess enough power to completely wipe away Merge Zamasu. Even if somehow Omega managed to destroy Merge Zamasu's physical body, Zamasu would still prove to be dangerous. Even without his physical form, we saw how Merge Zamasu was able to repel the combined blasts of Vegeta's Final Flash, Goku's Kamehameha, and Super Trunks' Galagun without taking any damage in the sky. Omega, although the second strongest character in all of Dragon Ball GT next to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I believe would be outworked by Merge Zamasu, as you cannot simply kill something that cannot die. Now, a main point for those who wish to bring it up would be that it took universal power to destroy Omega Shenron completely, whereas it only took the powers of a handful of humans to kill Zamasu. However, my counter argument to that is Zamasu did not die from that attack. He came back in the form of a spirit cloud which engulfed the entire planet. Now, even though, as stated earlier, just because Zamasu's physical body is no longer in use does not mean the fight is entirely over, for not even Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks knew of a way to stop him while being in the heavens above. So let's say, for example, if Omega was capable of destroying Merge Zamasu's physical body, how would he then manage to destroy Zamasu in the sky, as there is no physical body to attack? This battle would boil down to the Negative Energy Ball versus the God's Judgment, the Dragon Thunder versus the Corrupt Energy Blade, the Dragon Regeneration versus Immortality, but also remember that Omega Shenron tanked the Big Bang Kamehameha from Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with relatively minor scuffs on his body, whereas opposed to Merge Zamasu didn't seem damaged at all from Super Saiyan Blue Vegeto's final Kamehameha, as he simply gloated in the sky after taking the hit. Is it possible, however, that Omega can conjure up the powers to destroy Merge Zamasu's physical body? Sure, the idea is there and it's not impossible to accomplish, but can Omega Shenron harness enough power, similar to Zenchan, to destroy every last cell inside of Zamasu's body, wiping him out from the face of existence? Well, if Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, and even Vegeta weren't able to do it, I don't think Omega would either. But post your comments down below. Do you guys believe that Omega Shenron would completely wipe away Zamasu, or do you guys believe that Zamasu's immortality would play a huge factor in this fight, thus giving Zamasu the victory? Are you guys for Team Omega or Team Zamasu? Post your comments down below as to who you guys are for and why. Once again, guys, thank you guys for watching so much. I truly hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure to slap a like on this video. If you guys love the entirety of Dragon Ball, post your comments down below as to who you guys go for, and of course, what kind of battles would you guys like to see happen next. And of course, so far we've done Super Saiyan Blue Vegito versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and of course we have the battles of Beerus versus Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, and now we're doing Merge Zamasu versus Omega. So comment down below as to what you guys want to see happen next. Going back to the video topic, guys, I do believe that immortality simply holds more weight than anything else. If Zamasu, I believe, did not possess the immortality factor, I do believe that at that given point he would be in trouble. But since of course Zamasu cannot die, Omega would struggle, I think, heavily against him. But of course, if Zamasu did not possess immortality and if he was mortal and vulnerable, I then believe that Omega would capitalize on the victory in destroying Zamasu. However, as of right now, we are incorporating the variation of Zamasu which does bear immortality, in which case I do believe nonetheless this fight would be very, very intense, because keep in mind, Omega Shenron is not a weak character, but neither is Merge Zamasu. We saw what both of them were capable of in their respective timelines. But comment down below, as this topic now is in the hands of the community. I would love to know your feedback, guys. Thank you all for watching once again. Tune in for the next battle, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comment section below. Take it easy, guys, and God bless. Peace.